Okay. Hey, what's up guys? It's J. Michael
and Nikki
with Explore 55 Plus, and today we're gonna go over the villages at Citrus Hills. It's outside of Hernando County, it's in Citrus County, and it's just north of Tampa.
And it's only about 10 minutes to Crystal River. That is where people go scalloping on the Gulf and also snorkeling and adventures with the manatee. It's where the manatees kind of go in the winter time to stay warm.
It's attractive to people that love being outdoors. There's a lot of natural springs around there, a lot of things like that to do.
And even in this particular community, the villages of Citrus Hills, it's got a lot of land that they are keeping conservation, so they are paying very close attention to making sure that this doesn't become a concrete area, that it stays nice and green and natural.
Beautiful. So I do have to come straight with you guys.
You're falling on your sword?
Yeah. So we shot this. We had two cameras going. We were getting B-roll of the community, and we did a walkthrough. Nikki and our expert up there did a walkthrough.
Jackie, sorry, honey.
Yeah, and we accidentally misplaced that. We had some technical difficulties. It happens to the best of us.
And then it happens to
It wasn't my fault, though. It was somebody else's.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
just kidding.
Anyway, that's
so we're gonna kind of go through this old school style, old school, right here in the living room, and then show B-roll as we go through it.
Yes. Yeah, and it's super unfortunate because it was a beautiful area, and there is a lot of different neighborhoods in Citrus Hills.
This is kind of an interesting community. We've had a few people reach out about it, but it's actually the entire community isn't a deeded 55 plus community. So there's going to be 10,000 homes total in this community. There's 16 different neighborhoods, two of which are actually deed restricted 55 plus communities. That being said, it's sort of a natural 55 plus community in general. So the two 55 plus communities are Terra Vista and Arbor Lakes. Arbor Lakes is only resale, and then Terra Vista has some new builds available.
Yep. And they do have a builder on site. However, if you want to see it all, you would need to hook up with an agent and then get to see everything.
You want to see resale and all the other stuff.
So I would say this particular community, the location is very rural feeling, and you're a little bit further away from Orlando Airport, Tampa Airport, etc. So if you need those close by, maybe you don't want to give this a look. But if you're looking Central Florida and you're here, you may want to take a drive out, and we'll make sure that we've got, you hooked up with an agent that lives and breathes that area, because they're the best ones to tell you how amazing it is.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you know what, I have to say something too, because it just came to my mind.
Okay.
So when you're considering the community that you want to retire in, the size of it, right? These bigger communities almost always are going to be more rural. It's like you can't afford that much land in the middle of Orlando. So you start to see these pockets where these smaller communities kind of fit in. If you have an older community that is ginormous, there's probably a lot of stuff that grew around it after the fact. And even the villages, right? I mean, the villages is massive, but it is the villages. Around the villages, there's nothing.
Well, that's a good point. And then these newer communities, which we're going to be doing some videos coming up, seem to be boutique size, 450 homes, 400 homes or whatever, but they're centralized within a very busy and
more stuff
populated
So kind of depending
area.
on what you want, if you want to just kind of really stay focused, be in your community, or if you'd rather live in a 55 plus community and have a ton of stuff around you outside of the community, is going to depend on where you end up. The reason I brought that up is because you mentioned it feels rural, and I was just thinking about, because we've had a few people comment like Solivito. That's the one drawback to Solivito, right? Is around it, there's not a whole lot going on. It's just like, yeah, I mean, I don't think any developers can afford land for a community that big in the middle of, there's just not really opportunities.
That's true. And this is where, and I've started to say this a lot too with my customers, or our customers, your stomping grounds. You know, your stomping grounds, of course, you've got your community, but your stomping grounds, once you leave your community, is very important to know your personality, your lifestyle. And when you start asking the questions, we can tell you, this is a good fit, or I'd give that one a skip, and this is why, and then
check this one out based on what you're saying.
So this community actually started in 1982, and the builder is a custom builder. So when you go through these neighborhoods, you don't feel like you're in a cookie cutter type development. It's just absolutely stunning. So they have two home type styles, and that's the single family home. They do have villas, but they're detached.
So a detached versus an attached villa.
So attached villas, you could have duplexes or fourplexes or something like that. Detached villas is just a sort of a smaller home that they treat a little bit differently, but you're not attached by handle
So it's basically a small single family home. So the HOA is going to be different.
Exactly.
The maintenance is going to be different.
That's correct. Okay. Usually they handle those in a different way.
Cool.
Your price ranges, mid 200s to, believe it or not, up to $1 million. That's probably one of the equestrian homes.
So another cool thing, because we do have some people that reach out and they're kind of bummed about the smaller home sizes. You can't really get a bigger home in a lot of these 55 plus communities. This community, you can get up to 4,000 square feet. So
yes, yep, that's yep.
What the heck?
Well, I was just thinking, it's true. Unfortunately, with 55 plus communities, and some of them will build up, make it 2-story just to add some extra. But this community actually has some very nice sized homes.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. So the monthly costs in the community, I mean taxes, lawn maintenance, trash collection, cable, internet, all said and done are gonna be around $900. So that's everything included. If you have about a $250,000 house, this is gonna vary quite a bit depending on where you're at in the neighborhood.
That sounds super high. But if you break that out into the details, that is actually your utilities as well as your social membership. And so they're giving you an estimated cost of everything.
Yeah. And it's kind of nice to know that too, because a lot of times what we get is just like HOA, and then maybe the HOA seems high or maybe it even seems low, but then you don't account for all of the other stuff. So it's like just knowing how much you'd have to budget on top of whatever your
That's correct, yeah. So I think that's kind of interesting that's how they sort of express your costs, because most of our 55 plus people are on fixed budgets, and they actually want to know that.
Mm-hmm. So for example, the homeowner's fee it varies from like $143 up to $195, depending on maintenance-free sections and stuff like that. So that $899. That's not even the bulk of it, right? A lot of that is coming from tax. It's actually pretty affordable.
That adds everything, every little nickel and dime.
And if you guys want more detailed information or you want that broken down, again, just email us, hello@Explore55plus, and we can get you connected with Jackie, who can break down all that information depending on what you're looking for.
Yep.
So this community was pretty amenity rich. They had 3 different clubhouses. They have 3 different outdoor pools. They're kind of all in different sections. Some of it is going to be private if you have that social member club, that social membership. Mm-hmm. So this community is absolutely littered with golf courses. Some really phenomenal ones and one more affordable 9-hole. So they have 3 full 18 championship golf courses. They were immaculate. The other thing you know what I want to do? Justin doesn't know about this, but start an Explore 55 Plus golf channel and have Justin run it.
If Justin's running the golf channel, who's going to take our videos?
We'll put it on a tripod. That's pretty much as he does.
Tripod ain't doing this, dude.
He's zooming in and out. Woo! No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
that'd be pretty fun though, right?
It would be fun. I like it.
Cool. So one of my favorite things was the Skyview Amenity Center that had the clay tennis courts.
Oh yeah, the Hartrue courts.
That viewing pavilion. That was so cool.
Yep. And that restaurant was very well attended and seemed like it was really good. It was hard not to stop.
Yeah, and speaking of restaurants, so they have 3 restaurants. They sort of have a tiki restaurant. It's outdoor, very casual. And then they have 2 fine dining restaurants that I believe are member only.
So they do have the Central Activity Clubhouse, and that's got a 300-seat auditorium, and they do provide live entertainment and karaoke. That should be fun. My favorite was the Bella Vita Club and Spa. That's a 50,000 square foot spa and sports and recreation center. So this particular amenity center offers fitness classes, there's an indoor pool, racquetball, a sauna and steam room. It was super incredible.
So there is a boat launch. It's $40 a month. It's in Arbor Lakes. But that's, to me, that's what this community is. It's like if you want to utilize Crystal River, if you want to do a lot of outdoor things, if you want to be kayaking, mountain biking, things like that, this community would be incredible. And Crystal River is really special.
So you've been there, right? I mean, I've never actually gone. I take that back. I scubaed one time, like 20 years ago with the manatees, snorkeled and scubaed with the manatee, but they go scalloping out there. So I haven't done that. That's on my bucket list.
All right, maybe we'll get out there and show you guys Crystal River. It's a lot of boating, recreation, things like that. There's places to eat on the water. There's actually Monkey Island, which is this little island in the middle of the river, which I think someone comes and kind of, there's like a caretaker for them now.
Oh.
But I think they're left over from when they filmed Tarzan. I could be wrong there. There's definitely Monkey Island.
And honestly, so what did it took us about an hour 20 to get there from Claremont. It's not that bad. So if you're visiting and you want to look at different areas, you know, it's a little day trip there. This is a great area to check it all out.
We'll throw that up on the map too. We'll show you guys kind of some distances to some different like key features of Central Florida. That way you can get an idea of where it's located. But yeah, it's a cool spot. I mean, it is rural. I think it suits that lifestyle really well.
I think the equestrian neighborhoods is pretty cool too, because some people want the atmosphere of being around retired folks, sort of a natural retirement community, and still have their horses.
Yeah. If you guys want more information about this community, you can always reach out. We'll get you connected.
Yep, we'll take good care of that.
Anything else?
There's more to explore.
There is lots more to explore. There's so much. It's ridiculous how much there is to explore. We gotta start cranking out 7 videos a week.
Before you're 55 plus.
7 videos a week. How often do you think we should post though? If we had all the time in the world just to make videos, how often would you guys want us to post? Like twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, 6 times a week, 7 times a week? I have a question too. 8 times a week. What if we were posting 3 videos a day, all 20 minutes long?
What I'd like to know is, it's hard to get to all the communities. Do you want other videos, like lifestyle videos, thrown in there?
Yeah, true. We're doing a lot of communities. If there's some other stuff that you guys want to see too, and I think too.
This is our channel, like all of our channel. Talk to us.
It's really your guys' channel.
Yes, that's what I mean.
All right, thank you guys for hanging out with us and checking out the Villages of Citrus Hill. If you want to get connected with someone, know more about this community or any other 55 plus communities in the area, let us know. You can reach us at explore55plus.com or call or email us.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, sir. We look forward to hearing from you.
Bye.